Hi there, welcome in today's video. My name is Marieta, I'm founder of ImmigrationBiz, business immigration attorney, and in today's video we are going to focus on the recent news regarding the US Embassy's reopening and resumption of routine visa services, because this is frequently asked question that you guys do have. So let's get started. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification, and let's get started, guys. So first things first, I do want to briefly give you the overview of the recent updates when it comes to traveling to US. You do need COVID testing, obviously negative test to enter to United States. This was actually issued, I think, effective January 26th. Yeah, January 26th, you need to have a valid test that is negative, and it shouldn't be older than 3 days. So shouldn't be older than 72 hours. And you should definitely read more if you need to go to CDC website and read all the information regarding what kind of test and so on. So we're not going to waste any time on that information here. However, you should also submit additional information. As far as I understand, you should definitely have, here we go. There are no waivers available through the process for individuals who test positive for COVID-19. Individuals, to be eligible for consideration for humanitarian exception to this order, individual situation must meet both of the below criteria. So again, like, I recommend you check it out, right? And if you have other additional questions like where can I get tested, like how many days, obviously you can see 3 calendar days. So it shouldn't be more than 72 hours, and you should definitely read all this information before you intend to travel to United States. Remember, there is the travel ban that is actually still on, and it was actually recently announced by President Biden, and this travel ban is impacting countries, especially from European Union, South Africa, Brazil. And if you have any comments about that, you can leave your question in the comment section below this video. But let's get started. Let's talk about the US Embassy reopening. So here I have few embassies for you guys, because we're not going to go through every single embassy. The general rule is you have to check your embassy in your country, okay? Because every single embassy has actually different rules. Why? Because the situation in that particular country is different. For example, India is not a banned country, so people from India can enter United States because they are not on the travel ban, right, list. But for example, if you go to a European country, like for example UK is on the travel ban list, right? So people from UK cannot enter United States if they spend the last 14 days in UK or Ireland, right? Because they are on the list, the travel ban list, right? So it depends on your country. So you have to first check if you are from a country that is obviously banned to enter the US, or if you have spent at least 14 days in these countries. If not, then you definitely need to check your own embassy website. So you need to go to the embassy website and read the instructions. For example, in India, they do have open embassy in Delhi, and they are providing services including B1/B2. But remember, like, if you actually read the instructions, you will understand that many of these services are still limited. For example, this is Canada, right? And here you can see these are the locations of the embassies, right? And here you can see what services they are offering: full service, limited service, emergency services. Like, for example, the Calgary one is definitely operating full services when it comes to passport and all the services for US citizens. But here you can see the visa services, which are immigrant or non-immigrant visas. Non-immigrant visas would be, for example, B visas, right? So you can see that here these embassies are still operating in limited capacity, and these services are still limited. So they are not necessarily issuing, for example, B1/B2 visas. So if you go there and if you're asking and if you're applying for these visa types, chances are you won't be even able to schedule an interview unless you qualify for the exception, which would be the national interest exception, right? So you need to carefully read all this information. And I know it is confusing because obviously every single country has slightly different conditions, right? And so these US embassies, they have a reopened routine visa services, but in phases, okay? And they're still reopening in phases. So just because they actually announced it last year, I think, I don't know if it was beginning of November, that they are they're starting routine visa services, doesn't necessarily mean that's the case. Okay, so you have to check your embassy. So for example, here we go to UK. Okay, this is embassy in UK, US embassy in UK. Bunch of restrictions. US travel restrictions remain in place. So meaning, if you actually spend the last 14 days in UK, you cannot travel to US. Okay, if you need to book your appointment, you need to really follow the instructions, carefully read everything here. And for example, for those who already pay for your visa appointment back in 2020 and you were not able to schedule your interview, you will not need to pay again. Okay, you can still use that payment and go and schedule that appointment by end of this year, 2021. Okay, so for example, why aren't appointments taking place for my type of visa? Let's see. I'm just going to show you. The Department of State suspended routine visa services worldwide in March 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. As global conditions evolve, U.S. embassies are beginning a phase resumption of routine visa services. Phase mean post-by-post basis. And really this depends on the local conditions. So you should not expect that right away everything will be open, because that's just not the case. How long will my non-immigrant visa fee will be valid for? Can I get a refund? And here you can see, I haven't attended visa interview. We are working diligently to restore all routine visa operations as quickly and safely as possible. In the meantime, rest assured that we have extended validity of your payment until September 30th, 2022. Okay, so now, see, it's not even end of 2021. It's actually till September 30th, 2022. So you will be able to actually attend your interview. The question is when, right? So again, it depends on your country, depends on the local embassy in your country, and you need to check your website in your country and read the information, because it's pretty self-explanatory. All right, let's go here. This is embassy in Germany. Here you can see that they are not really issuing all visas. They are only issuing visas that are including travelers with urgent travel needs. So if you can establish urgent travel need, you can apply for B visa. But if you just want to go on vacation to United States, chances are you won't be able to get your interview. Then they're issuing F visa, M visas, and certain J1 visas. And with the recent news, I already made a video. President Biden is intending to rescind that immigration ban. They will be issuing additional visas such as H1, H2, and so on. So stay tuned for the updates. Okay, so as you can see, right now they are not issuing H1 visas, but they will be. They will start, let's say, in a month maybe, or hopefully earlier. Regardless, you will be definitely updated. I will update you. So again, guys, you have to understand that every single country has slightly different conditions, and you need to read the instructions. Now, people ask me, can I travel to US right now on B visa? Can I travel on ESTA? And the general answer is not necessarily, unless you are within the national interest. And when I say the national interest, for example, you have a business interest in US, a business meeting that is important, you are able to show by evidence that this is the reason why you're traveling to the US, and you do have a negative test, then you might. But if you, for example, just want to go on vacation, then no. And I actually want to read that for you, because I know that many of you have this question. Like for example, here we are not currently processing L1 visa application except in limited cases. Yeah, exactly. And also with this new upcoming executive order that President Biden will sign, he's going to rescind the immigration ban. So in that case, you will be able to actually apply for L visa. But as of now, as I'm making these videos, you still cannot apply. Same thing applies to H1B. With E2 visa, you can certainly apply, right? So where is the question about? Let me see. Here we go. I had planned vacation in US. Can I travel on ESTA or can I get B1, B2 visa? In general, no. Presidential proclamation restricts travel from Schengen area to the US due to the novel coronavirus. However, if you have US citizen or lawful permanent resident, child or sibling under 21, or US citizen or LP or spouse, you might be eligible for an exception. Right, somebody recently asked me if she can actually travel to US because she has sick husband, and yeah, if you are able to establish this, then you will be able to also apply for this visa and then travel, because you would be qualifying under the exception. Otherwise, if you just want to travel for sake of, you know, going on vacation, that's not going to happen under current circumstances, especially if you are from those countries that are banned. Okay, so I hope this is helpful, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment or your question below. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe. If you need to book a consultation, talk to me. There is going to be also a link in description below this video to book a consultation. Otherwise, stay well and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.